Okay, everyone, time for another video. And the tire saga continues. So now I have 22,000 miles on this car. I had originally, I had the 22-inch Conti Sport contacts on the car. And the rear tires were worn pretty badly at 13,000 miles, so they had to be changed. Just to back up a little bit, the car comes with fixed camber arms. And so I had to put some adjustable camber arms on the car from Intuitive N2ITIVE, and that fixed the rear camber issue. But I did that at around 2,000 or 3,000 miles, so I only got about 13,000 miles out of the original set of rears. The car now has 22,000 miles, and finally the front tires were gone. So it came with Conti Sport Contact 6s, which have a tread wear rating of 240. I replaced them with the Michelin Pilot Sport All Seasons, which have a tread wear rating of 500. In the 22-inch, there aren't too many options. It's like the Pirelli P0 Scorpion, I think. This tire, Conti Sport Contact 6, and I believe there's a Goodyear. But I trust Michelin, so I just went with Michelin. These are not Tesla rated tires. And what I mean by that is Tesla tires have a T designation on the tire, which means that it has an inner foam core for noise suppression, and these don't have that, and we'll get to that in a second. When I did the rears, I had no issues with noise, but I just put these tires on today. They just went on today, and I have noise. I got a little bit, just a little bit, not bad, but enough that it's noticeable, from old tires to new. It is an all-season tread, so it's to be expected a little bit, but at the same time, you don't want it to be noisy at all. But anyways, what was I gonna say? There was something about these. So now that I have these tires on here, we're gonna see what happens. See how long the fronts last with the new tread, with the new tread wear rating of 500. The 240s lasted 21,000, I think 21,700 miles. And let's see how these do. There was one other thing that I was having an issue with. FSD is working fantastic. FSD, the newest version, is working fantastic. I have no complaints about it now. I just wish they would finally fix the auto present on the doors, which I don't think is ever going to happen. My Cybertruck is still pending. It's ordered, Cyber Beast, it's ordered, but I haven't heard anything about it. They said end of the year, so maybe that'll pan out. My Ford Raptor R, also pending. It was supposed to go into production in April. Hasn't happened, so we'll see what happens with that one. There was something going on with my tires. What was I gonna say about the tires? Oh, the wheels. Okay, so originally I had taken all of these little plastic caps off. The car was delivered without caps. They were sitting in a bag in the trunk, which means that when they balance the wheels, that they were balanced without these on there. And these probably weigh at least an ounce each, I would imagine. So if they're a little bit, I always wondered about that. But anyways, my efficiency was running 411 watt hours per mile. And I know you guys are thinking, what? How fast are you driving? I do all highway drives. I drive at about 75, 80, because it's all rural highways. Literally nobody on the road, just me and, autopilot. So sometimes I hit a lot of crosswinds and headwinds and things like that. But anyways, my efficiency is around 411 watt hours per mile, which is not great. It's actually pretty abysmal. So I thought I'd experiment, and I put these, I had these off since I got the car, because the car came without them. I had them on briefly and I didn't like the way they looked. So I took them off, and they've been off the car for roughly 20,000 miles. And so I put them on at about 20,000 miles. I've traveled about 1,500 miles with them on, and I realized the car has a little bit of a shake in the front wheel, like a little shimmy. And that has to be due to these little pieces not being balanced on the wheel. So I took this opportunity when I got the new tires to make sure that the tire guys would road force balance the wheels with the pieces on, the aero pieces on. And so now my shake is gone. But my efficiency over those 1,500 miles that I had these on improved from 411 to 401. So there is a little bit of difference with these aero pieces. And what I noticed is when I took the aero pieces off, even though the wheel was perfectly clean when I put them on, and perfectly clean, you know, outside of that, when I took them off, they were filled with dust inside. So there must be a tremendous amount of airflow going through those. Dirt, not brake dust either. So they must do something. So just letting you guys know. So now I put them on. I'm going to put them on for the long haul. You know, I mean, I don't think I'm going to gain a lot with 11 watt hours per mile, but efficiency is efficiency. Why not? You know, and I'm kind of learning to love the way they look with them on. I saw a couple cars on the road with them on, and I really liked it. So I'm going to keep them on there for now. Well, I have to now. Car was balanced with them on. So the tires were balanced with them on. So let's see what happens. So back to the noise issue. When I first got these tires today, the car was super, super noisy. Like you could hear thumping, you can hear all kinds of stuff. And so in typical tire shop fashion, they had overinflated the tires. When I checked them on screen, they were showing 52 pounds and they should be at 42 pounds. And so I adjusted the pressure back down to 42, and they're quieter. So it's better. It's better. It's just slightly noisier than the original T-rated Conti Sport Contact 6s with a foam core suppression system. But it's worth it. I'd rather have double the tread life, you know? Plus they're all season, and I drive in areas that get snow, so why not? So that's my update. I hope a little bit of this information, you know, trickles down and gets out there where people can use some of the information. You know, I'm learning it as I go. One thing I did order, there is a company in Poland that sells a rear, because this is a 2023 Model X Plaid, so it's a 6-seater configuration, which is mandatory unless you get the 7-seater. When you fold the third row seat down, you have that huge opening between the middle row captain's chairs. So every time you go anywhere, grocery shopping, whatever, all your stuff goes flying as soon as you hit the brakes, and it lands underneath your seat. I've had stuff come in underneath the driver's seat and hit me in the back of the foot sometimes. So, you know, I wish they had some kind of a barrier or something you could install. It's bad enough there is no cargo cover for these cars, but it's even worse that there's no barrier. I do have the cargo net, which helps a little bit, but it's not good for everything. So what I did was, there's a company out of Poland that makes it's kind of like a wooden, well, I don't know if it's wood, I don't know what the material is, but they make something that actually separates the rear from the front, or from the second row. And it's covered in, you know, the interior material, but it's a perfect barrier. And I'm gonna have to I ordered it. I think it was $340 shipped from Poland. So we'll see how that works. It should work just fine. I think that'll be the solution to my problem. I've already got almost 22,000 miles on this car. I usually get rid of them at 50 when the warranty expires. So I don't know, it took me 4 months to get there. Wait, no, August, September, October, November, December, January. No, 7 months, I'm sorry. 7 months to get there. So we'll see. If I end up getting rid of this car, maybe you'll see this thing go up for sale on Craigslist or something. But anyways, I will catch you guys next time. I hope the tire information is useful for anybody that's having issues. And we'll see you next time. Bye.